Hey Warrior fam, welcome back to my vlog. Today I'm going to be telling you about my postpartum recovery and everything. Also, I'm going to organize this mess of an office while I talk to you guys. I honestly don't even know where to begin on organizing and cleaning this, but yeah, gonna try. So my postpartum, as soon as I obviously had Aurora Leone, which I had a girl. If you haven't looked back at my other video, my birth video, watch it now. I did not know what the gender was until baby came out and we had a girl. I was pretty shocked we had a girl. I honestly thought it was gonna be a boy, but I absolutely love her. She's freaking adorable. My husband is like infatuated with her, so it's really cute to watch. But yeah, so I did not, oh, what was I gonna say? I don't even remember. That looks gross. So I did tear. I didn't tear like near my butthole like everybody else does. I actually tore up near my urethra. Yeah. When I did give birth to her, she shot out really fast. Like it was head and then the rest of her, I guess. So I did tear pretty bad. So my recovery was not super fun. But my crap, I just had brain fart. My epidural did wear off like before I even started pushing. So after I gave birth, I actually was able to get up and walk around and attempt to go to the bathroom. The first time it did not work as well as I thought it was going to be. It actually hurt really bad just because I did tear. So I did have, I want to say they said I had a few stitches. She actually tore both my like labias, I think it was. It wasn't fun, that's for sure. But sorry, I have notes right here, very sloppy notes. But the first time I did go to the bathroom, it did hurt a lot. The hospital did give me, for my recovery, they gave me a peri bottle, which is life. This is the one the hospital gave me. I actually bought the one from Target. I think you can buy it from Target or Amazon. I don't have it here, I guess. But they gave me the Dermaplast and the Tux pads. When you are going to the restroom right after you give birth, you make sure you have this peri bottle, because if you don't, oh my gosh, like I think I forgot it once right after I gave birth and I literally wanted to cry. With that being said, I had like no control of my bladder either. Thank God, like you wear diapers pretty much, because as soon as like I'm about to sit down to go to the bathroom, it just starts flowing. So yeah, that was fun. If you do give birth at the hospital, they give you a ton of, well, at least the one I went to, gave me a ton of like extra Tux pads, and then an extra bottle of Dermaplast. I did buy, I keep on saying I'm sorry. I did buy extra stuff because my plan wasn't to go to the hospital. My plan was to go to the midwife, and well, that didn't work out. My birth plan didn't work out at all. Like I said, if you haven't watched my birth story, go and watch it. There is some raw and unedited film from my labor and delivery. So yeah, but with that being said, excuse me, sorry, I had to sneeze. Well, being in the hospital, they give you these like super large pads, and then they give you these like mesh underwear shorts. I did like them. These I didn't wear, obviously. After a day or so, I think I threw them in the washer or something like that. But those were really good just for like being at home and recovering. They give you like these super long pads too to go in them, and then you put the Tux pads. I think I laid like 3 as well after spraying with the dermoplast. Great recovery. I need to start cleaning. I did buy my husband a Christmas card, didn't give it to him. But I also did buy the Depends. They're adult diapers. I did buy these. These were really good also for recovering at home, or if I were to go out to the doctors, I did wear these and also my leggings. After, I want to say, I wore the Depends for about 8 days. I had a pretty heavy, I was bleeding pretty bad for about 8 days, and then after 8 days I actually went to just like a regular pad that was for a heavy flow for, I want to say, another week, and then I went to these like super thin pads, I want to say, for a couple more weeks. After, I want to say, week 3.5, week 4, something like that, I really just had kind of like a discharge. I wasn't bleeding too much, really. Every now and again, I guess I would bleed, but it wasn't that bad as far as I remember. I didn't get, as far as I know, I haven't really gotten any like postpartum depression. I am at week 6. I apologize for not being able to get this out sooner for postpartum, but I've just been busy with the holiday season, with both of our families coming up, meeting new baby, trying to get on a schedule, all sorts of stuff. So it was really, really hectic, obviously, and then add the holiday season to it. It was even more hectic, but I didn't get any postpartum depression. As far as I know, I feel great. I am happy. I just started working out. I'm not upset with what my body looks like. I'll show you what my postpartum body looks like and how I'm doing now. But I didn't really get any postpartum depression. The first few days after I had Aurora, I did get, I guess, baby blues is what they call it. I wasn't like missing her kicking my stomach or anything. It was every time I would breastfeed or I would pump, I would get, I guess, baby blues, and it was honestly what I would describe it as, like, you're homesick. If you remember, like, when you were a little kid and you were homesick, that like feeling in your tummy, that's honestly how I would describe it. And every time after a few days, for the most part, it did go away until like she would, like, I would be pumping or she would be crying. I would always get that feeling. With breastfeeding, she would not latch at all. Even with the nipple shield, she was kind of latching, but she had lost so much weight. She weighed 7 pounds and she got down to 6 pounds 3 ounces, and so her pediatrician was very concerned. So I just went to strictly pumping, and just so we knew how much she was drinking. And then I wasn't pumping that much, so then they were still concerned, and so she asked to put formula as well, and so we did do that. And long story short, I didn't stick with the whole breastfeeding or pumping thing. For the women that do, I give you mad props. I couldn't do it just because I can't. I need my sleep, or I will go into a spiral of like depression and sadness. So I gave up that, unfortunately. My daughter is on formula, strictly just formula, and I'm okay with it. I again told myself that if it changes, it changes. I'm not going to be upset. I'm not going to be distraught about it. I'm going to go with the flow with motherhood, just because you can't plan something and it goes as planned. Just like your birth, you can't plan it and it goes exactly as planned. If you had a birth that was planned and it went exactly as planned, you know, props to you, because I talk to a lot of women and they get super upset that their birth plan didn't go as planned and that they were super upset about it and blah blah blah. So yeah. What else to talk about? Yeah, I'm gonna stop this video for here right now. I'm really brain farting on what to even talk about now with my postpartum. So with my workouts and stuff, I did wait until I was 6 weeks postpartum, just because the way I tore was super bad, super painful, until about week 5 and a half. It was still hurting. I was still taking like Tylenol or ibuprofen. With that being said, when you first have your baby and they ask you to, if you want Tylenol or ibuprofen, or if they let you have both, take it. Because if you forget to take it and you think you're feeling okay, honestly, no. Keep taking it until, just keep taking it. Just because if you forget, it's very painful to wait, obviously, until your ibuprofen and Tylenol, or Tylenol kicks in, just because your body went through a crazy experience. Like, you gave birth. Yeah. So when I went into labor, I weighed 182, I want to say, I think it was. When I got out of the hospital, I weighed 183, because they pumped, what, 6 bags of fluid in me because I was so dehydrated. And the reason why I was so dehydrated is because I did take castor oil. I also took the Midwife Brew. If you haven't seen that, go look back and watch that. The Midwife Brew. And also my birth story talks about how I just took castor oil, and the castor oil did make me very dehydrated. And like I said, they pumped 6 bags of fluids in me. So it took, I want to say, 4 days for me to not be swollen. I couldn't even wear shoes. I was super swollen. I did take pictures of like the first few days of my postpartum recovery, and I will post those on this video to show you what it was and what I look like. Also, if you want to follow me on Instagram, my personal Instagram account, to see those and to see pictures of Aurora. I know I haven't shown her yet, but I did post pictures of her on Instagram. You can follow that if you want to in the link below. I will have links for the postpartum, like everything I had purchased for postpartum in the links below as well. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel so you can follow along on this journey of me getting back into shape. I am putting it out here now that in September I do want to compete in a bikini competition. So I'm slowly working towards that. I'm going to manifest that right now, putting it out in the world. Haven't told anybody. YouTube, you are the first to know. I haven't even cleaned my desk. I'm like too busy. I have way too much makeup and I don't even wear makeup that often. But, what else was I going to say? If you do have any questions about my postpartum, you can ask it in the comments below, or you can DM me on Instagram, because I am on Instagram more than I am on YouTube, obviously. Having a brain fart. I don't even know. This is my postpartum body. You see I do have stretch marks from, obviously, pregnancy. I'm okay with it. My stomach is pretty squishy, but that's okay. I'm okay with it. So I was looking in all my postpartum stuff, and I did find the pads that the hospital gives us. So I usually would put like one on top of the other, just because, so I have enough coverage so I didn't like bleed everywhere. And these were the ones that the hospital gave me. And then the Tux pads as well. They gave me a couple of them. I still have a bunch left over that I didn't even use. But these were life for like the first couple of weeks for recovery. And then also the dermaplast, and you can buy these, all of these on Amazon, and I'll have the links down below in my description for all that. But recovery is key for after having a baby, and taking care of yourself as well, getting enough rest if you can. I understand like mamas that are breastfeeding, it's harder to get rest. Again, kudos to you guys. You guys are super women, because I couldn't do it. I couldn't do the whole not sleep at all. It was definitely taking a toll on me mentally, and I was going into like a downward spiral. That's one reason why I did stop, just because I couldn't. I knew if I continued not to get sleep, I would go into a depression, and it wouldn't be fun at all. But kudos to you guys. And everyone has their own journey for postpartum, and you are doing an amazing job. Every single one of you mamas are doing an amazing job. If you haven't already, like and subscribe to my channel so you can follow along. Next video, I'm probably going to be showing you guys like what I got for free from what company when I was pregnant and everything. So I'm going to be showing you guys that, and then also I'm going to be talking about getting ready for a competition in September, even though it's pretty far away. I still am slowly going to be working towards it, so I'm definitely going to be vlogging about that. And yeah, If there's any other ideas that I should be vlogging about, let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching my video, and I hope you guys have a great day. Bye, warrior fam! Hopefully next video this will be organized and clean, so I actually have a workplace to do work on my blog, and yeah. If you guys have any organization tips, let me know in the comments below, because I am a very unorganized person and my husband hates it. That's why I have my own room and the door is completely shut. Yeah. I am putting it out there when I get like, we'll say 100 subscribers, since I only have a couple right now. I'm gonna do a little giveaway because I have all these like brand new knick-knack things, beauty stuff, that I've never even opened, that I'll be giving away in obviously a giveaway when I get like 100 subscribers. So share, like below, subscribe to my channel, tell your friends. Yeah.